What's up, everybody? This is James, aka jmooreonkeys, and I'm here with a piano tutorial today of a pretty simple song, very classic gospel song called Jesus Promised. And this is one of those songs that, when you first start playing, especially for church, you're kind of thrown into a lot of situations where you have to learn songs that are that have chords that you can't really hear yet because they're not in your vocabulary yet. So this is one of those songs. So I recently had to revisit it, and it's amazing how off I was before. So this was definitely fun. Maybe I'll make that a little challenge for myself in the future to go back and revisit some old songs that I thought I knew. So hopefully this helps some people who will have to learn this song, who might have to play it. So let's jump right in. We're going to be in the key of D flat for this one. So let's look at the scale. D flat is the 1, E flat is the 2, F is the 3, G flat is the 4, A flat is the 5, B flat is the 6, C is the 7, and D flat is the 1. All right. So this song is pretty simple. It just has about 2 or 3 parts that are different, but most of the chords kind of repeat throughout the song. So first part is the verse, and that's just the oh how wonderful it is, Jesus Christ. So let me break that down for you. So first chord, as you can probably guess, is going to be just the 1 chord, D flat major. And I usually do this inversion because I'm trying to keep along with the melody, but you can use any inversion you want as long as you have somebody establishing that melody. So just simple D flat major chord, I'm playing D flat, and you can add the 5 in there depending on where you are. D flat and A flat in my left hand, but for now I'll just keep it 2 D flats in my left hand. And then in my right hand I'm doing F, A flat, and D flat. You can do any inversion of that with F, A flat, and D flat. So that's on the oh, how. And then wondrous, you hit that 4, or marvelous, whatever they say, 4. But you're playing like a 1 chord over the 4. Because it's kind of like you're implying that kind of major 9 sound, or major 7, I should say. That major 7 sound. But you're adding the 2. That's why the A flat is in there. So it's basically like a 1 chord over the 4. So I'm playing G flat. In my left hand, you can add the D flat and G flat in your left hand. And then I'm playing the 1 chord again, A flat, D flat, and F. So, and then I'm going to the 3, but this is a special kind of 3 chord. This is a F minor 11 with a flat 5. There's a flat 5 right there. There's the 11 right there. So that's going to be F, and I usually play the E flat in my left hand too. And my right hand is playing B, E flat, G, and B flat. And from there I go to this chord here, a B flat 7 sharp 5. There's the sharp 5 right there, that G flat. So that's in my left hand, B flat and A flat. And my right hand is doing D, G flat, and B flat. So you can kind of have some fun with these inversions here and these different voicings. A lot of times if I have a bass player, and you can skip past this if you just want to get the chords, but just to show you some different options for some voicings and the way you can do it. Like if I have a bass player, I won't play this bottom part, but I might bring it up here. And the reason why this works is it still has all the same notes except for the F, which I know the bass guy has it, but it's still the same chord. So this is also a good organ voicing. So I'm doing E flat and B in my left hand, and then just E flat major triad, E flat, G, and B flat in my right hand. And then I move this left hand down to the tritone, D and A flat. In my left hand and in my right hand, I'm doing D, G flat, and B flat. Same thing there. Or I could do something like do this over the 3. And you might be thinking, why does that work? Because if you look at the notes here, I have F and B, which is that tritone. So I'm just moving that up here. And the rest of the notes are just that E flat major chord. So I'm just inverting that and putting that over the tritone. Same chord, still reads the same and everything. F minor 11 with the flat 5. And then I might bring that down. Tritone with the B flat in there. D and A flat, B flat in my left hand. And then B flat, D, and G flat. Same kind of thing. So just play around with those different voicings because you can really create some different feels when you have some different voicings in there. So all together so far. And then the Jesus Promise. I'm just doing a 2-chord E flat minor 9, E flat and D flat in my left hand. And then I'm playing a G flat major 7, G flat, B flat, D flat, and F in my right hand. And I'm kind of just hitting it. But in between, I'm playing the melody lines. This is a great way to make it an intro too. Because the melody goes. So I'm going 2. And then in between, I'm hitting this E flat minor, G flat, B flat, E flat. And then I land on that D flat major chord. F, A flat, and D flat. So. And then I hit the same chord in my left and my right hand, but it's over the 5. So A flat and G flat. You could do this chord too, change that D flat to a C, but I don't really hear that in the song as much. I feel like I hear more of this 13 sus kind of feel. So Jesus promise, heal, same chords, take care of it. And of course on that last one you hit the 1. So and then you come out with that line. So that's 2, 3, E flat, F, and then A flat, B flat. 2, 3, 5, 6. Then you land on that 5. So that's A flat, G flat in my left hand, and my right hand is doing. You could just make it D flat major, D flat, F, and A flat. If you want to fill it out more, you could play that B flat too in your right hand. Or your left if you can reach. So Jesus promised he'll take care of it. 5. It's a really important 5 chord too. So all together, what we have so far, oh, how wonderful it is. 3, 6, Jesus promised he'll take care of it. And that just repeats. So then when you're coming out of that, that's the whole verse. Verse, chorus, I guess whatever you'd want to call it. So the next part is when the tenors, altos, and sopranos split up. So to go into that, you're playing a 7-3-6. So over the 7, you're hitting a C and B flat. And I'm doing an E flat minor chord in my right hand. E flat, or B flat, excuse me. B flat, E flat, and G flat. So I I got that C minor 7 flat 5, but it's just inverted and spread out a little bit. 7, and then 3, F and E flat in my left hand, and I'm doing this diminished chord in my right hand, G flat, A, C, and E flat. So, and I'm kind of making it a melody with the E flat F into that 7, and then F in between. So then I go right into that B flat for the 6, B flat minor. And you could do this chord, B flat, F, and A flat. And my right hand, you could kind of make it a regular minor chord, F, B flat, D flat. Or you could add an A flat in there to make it a minor 7. Or you could just play this B flat minor 9. Either one works. So then he goes, I don't have to work. And you're kind of bouncing back and forth from that 6 to the 3. So 6, same chord I just showed you, to the 3. This is the same diminished chord over F. I'm just playing it with the C on top. But you can play it in any version you want. And this is kind of the same thing when the alto's coming. All I have to do is live right. And then after you're bouncing back and forth from that, so all I have to do is live right. And soprano's coming with the and believe in what he said. That's the same 3/6 as before. 3. That same special chord and the 6. Same one from the verse. And believe in what he said. All right, so let's go from as if we're coming out of the chorus. Jesus promised he'll take care of it. So no line, you just go straight into 7, 3, 6. About the things that all I have to do is live right. And then special 3/6 and believe what he said. All right, so that's that middle part. And then one more thing I want to show you there is when it goes, when they have the different parts repeating, it stays the same for the tenors. They repeat that a little while. I don't have to worry about things. And then when it goes to the altos, they kind of do this line. So all you're doing there is B flat, C, D flat, E flat, and F. Make sure you get that rhythm down. But something I like to do to fill the sound out a little more is to chord that melody. So I'll do B flat minor. I'll mainly be going back and forth from like minor to diminished or dominant, going back and forth. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm doing B flat and making sure my melody is on the top. So B flat, I'm playing a B flat minor, D flat, F, and B flat. And my left hand is just playing that melody too. So B flat, my left hand over that B flat minor chord. And then my left hand moves up to C, and I play that diminished chord. E flat, G flat, A, and C. This might not be what's actually being played in the song. I'm kind of adding this just to fill out the line. So I'm doing D flat in my left hand over F, B flat, D flat. Same chord, just a different version. And then I'll do Another version of the diminished, this time with the E flat on top. So, and then over this last one with the F, I'll play this kind of F7, sharp 9, sharp 5, because I'm going right back to the 6, so I don't want it to be another 6, I want it to be a dominant going into the 6 minor chord. I hope I'm not getting too crazy with the theory or anything, but in my left, and this is rootless too, so the root would be F, but I'm not playing it because everyone's going to be playing F there. So I'm playing E flat and A, that tritone, in my left hand. My right hand is playing a D flat major chord, A flat, D flat, and F. So all together. So that's the thing I'm doing when they're doing all I have to do is live right. All I have to do is live right. And then same thing, and believe in what he said. So then it gets to, I can call him in the morning, I can call him in the middle, or I can call him in the middle of the night. So that's just a 2 to the 5, to the 3, to the 6. So 2, I'm doing that same 2 chord as before. And I'm kind of keeping that chord over the 2-5 like I do at the Jesus Promise. So 2, E flat, D flat in my left hand, and I'm playing G flat, B flat, D flat, F in my right, and I'm rushing past this because I just showed you guys this. 2, same chord over the 5, over the A flat. So I can call him in the morning, I can call him. I'm doing that diminished chord there. So F, E flat in my left hand, E flat, G flat, A, and C in my right. Call him in the middle of the night. You could do this chord, or you could just play the B flat minor. I showed you guys both of these already, so you got it. B flat, I don't know if I showed this one. B flat, F, A flat in my left hand, D flat, F, A flat, and C in my right, or just play regular B flat minor chord, which I have shown you that before. So I can call him in the morning, I can call him in the middle of the night, and when same thing, he'll make everything all. So instead of the 6 here, I'll do this line. So that's B flat, B, back to B flat, then A flat, G flat, and then F. So, and then right back to the 2. So I'll show you how that fits again. I'm gonna do it here. Really simple. So, it does not matter how big the problem may seem. Back to what we already know. Jesus promised he'll take care of it. And then we moved to that special 3-6. Showed you that. 6. Same as before. And then back to Jesus promised he'll take care of it. And they'll probably go back into back to what we already know. So that is pretty much the whole song. The only extra part is when they come back in, after they take it out, they come back in. I can call them in the morning, and the band does something a little bit different here. The band is doing a 4-3-6-6. So 4-3-6. So that's how they bring it back in. So I can call them in the 4-3-6. So over that 4, I'm doing G flat and F in my left hand, and in my right hand I'm playing. You could just play this. You could do a B flat minor, and D, that's D flat, F, and B flat in the right hand, because I'm applying G flat major 7. So 4, and then 3, so that's F and E in my left hand, and my right hand is doing A, D flat, D flat, A flat. So 4, 3, and then 6. B flat, F, A flat in my left hand. And my right hand is doing C, D flat, F, and A flat. You could stretch it out like that. You could play it like that. Any inversion. Play around with how you want it to sound. Any different kind of ways. And for that one, for the 3 same chord, I was just approaching it from a half step below. And that's the same thing. I might bounce on the 6 a little bit. That little line. D flat, E flat, F, A flat. And then when it comes back, Jesus promised he'll take care of it. 3, 6. And that's the whole song right there. Really simple song. Yeah, really simple song, really classic. So I hope you guys have fun with this one, and I hope you guys were able to learn from it. I was just playing what I heard, so happy practicing, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing, all that stuff. And thank you guys for all the feedback, support, everything you guys give. I appreciate it. Happy practicing, and I'll see you guys in the next video.